What is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of Epic Conversations. And I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2018 Innovation Award winner, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. And I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads, fathers, and male caregivers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care. And I'm just testing out some stuff, broadcasting live. Uh, as I said, I'm periodically doing testing on EVMux, streaming platform. I said I'd just jump on for a few minutes this evening and just check it out and see what this is all about. As you see, if you have been following my journey, I've been progressing. And as you see now, it's showing the time that I'm broadcasting, which is Eastern time. And there's a lot of different things I've been fooling around with, so I'm getting the hang of it. I had to break the barriers in regards to scenes. I was trying to figure it out what scenes are. I know it, and I finally, by playing around, figured out that what was going on with scenes, and we are doing some broadcasting. So I am actually enjoying it. I'm going to be creating a lot of different scenes on this platform, but I said, come on for a few moments, see if anyone is out there wanting to say hello or hang out on the platform. Well, that's it. That's all. Gonna stay on. If no one comes on in the next 10 minutes, I'll call it an evening. But I just wanted to do some testing around and checking out what this has to offer. So I am really excited in regards to the different things that I'm going to be doing with this platform. And I have to admit, 5 or 6 months ago, I said, man, I can't figure this out. It's not user friendly. User interface couldn't get into it. It was just like it was a struggle. It was an absolute struggle. But now, after some patience, I am doing some stuff with it. And as you can see now, which is very nice, is that I'm not only running the time, and I have my logo, show logo in the other corner. I also have a QR code. Now, if you're watching, you can put it up and it'll take me, I believe it takes me to my website. It does take me to my website. Different things I can do with this platform. I'm actually trying to call somebody to see if they're willing to hop on and just show some things that this platform has to offer. But I've been trying to call the person. I'm just going to see if they're going to be available. If they're not, no problem. I actually figured out how to use some broadcast software on the main computer that I use. I said, all right, let's see if it works on EVMux. Bam, bam. We're rocking with it. Any people who are following me, or if you are not, tomorrow morning we'll be doing live the morning vibe with my co-host Ryan Knight. And also we have a periodic now person coming on, lady named Chezu. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. Either one are going to make it tomorrow, but I'll be there. Also, Wayne Harris, who does Financial First Fridays with us, he'll be jumping on and he'll be talking. One of the many things he'll be chatting about tomorrow is the, what did I say? The impact of the Canadian election financially in your wallets. I'm looking forward to that. And Wayne actually predicted that he thought the Conservatives would win a majority. He was wrong, but it's no problem. It's no problem. For those who do or do not follow, we have a liberal minority government. We'll see how long they're able to govern for, but it's pretty cool. Let me just take a sip of the water. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to I think I'm gonna do a hanging with Doc. I'm gonna put it out there on all the platforms that you can, hanging out with me. Oh, someone has jumped into the building. Who has jumped in? Please say hello in the comments. I would appreciate that. If you could just jump in and type in the comments, say hello. I'd really appreciate that. as I just said, doing some testing, broadcasting on EV Mux. I have to put. I'm using the streaming software EV Mux. I have to put myself a date and a time when I'm going to do my first broadcast on EV Mux. I don't know if I'm going to do it with one of the other shows or it's just going to do it with my show. What do you think? I see someone jumped in and jumped out. I guess I wasn't good looking enough. No, okay, no problem. But this is cool. Everything is just running perfect. QR code is here. Love that. Love that so much. Got a QR code that I can use and rename. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. So EV Mux, there's just a few more things I got to figure out, like how I can play an intro video and odds and ends on EV Mux. I'm actually going to test something right now in regards to brand frames. I got to just figure out some things on how to do two more things on EV Mux, and we will. Something is playing in the background. I think this is my tablet. I have a feeling it's my tablet. Is it? No, it's. Oh. Ah! Oh, the person didn't answer. and I didn't. Ah! She'll probably hear my ramblings. Yeah, I just got to figure out some things here. Let's just figure out how I can play some video. Add new layer. Also, media. Okay. All right. So what we got to find out is let's play this. Okay, so I know why this isn't playing? Because it's not loaded up in the video. So what is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of epic conversations. And I'm the host of Epic Conversations.
Something's got to separate you from the rest. So you got to be willing to do whatever.
In my experience, black men have struggles like having community with each other.
But she represents the mammy stereotype.
Now, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show, the home of Epic Conversations. And I'm the host of Epic Conversations.
Something's got to separate you from the rest. So you got to be willing to do whatever.
In my experience, black men have struggles like having community with each other.
But she represents the mammy stereotype.
Now that was epic. I needed that. Okay, so I have to physically remove the recording. Okay, that's so. I'm not a huge fan of that, but we'll learn along the way. I believe I'm gonna get to know EV Mux really well by just hosting my own show. I need to chat tomorrow on the Morning Vibe to see if people will hang out with me on that. I've got to test this out then. I'm going to test this out again in regards to the video aspects. I'm just going to do something else. So here we go.
Black dollar was not important, they wouldn't be doing these type of commercials to get your business back.
The same people who don't want gun checks, mental health checks, all for open carry, and when your kid gets shot in school, they offer thoughts and prayers. Make it make sense.
Y'all don't understand how our government works.
I think the lesson that we learned from that for years is how miserable people are. Their misery is contagious.
Okay, so I've got to click on that and transition it over. Okay. Okay. I'm just learning how to do videos with the with this platform. Yeah, I've got a bunch of scenes I've got to create for each one of these platforms, which is interesting. Interesting. Okay. Who is messaging me? All right, someone is messaging me. Oh, so the person I wanted to come on is. Okay. Okay, hold on a second. I just got to see if this person. To come. All right, on the show. But as I see, I'll have to create a banner. Yeah. Add. So if I add a camera, I have to invite a guest. I got it. I got it. And then I've got to have to do some sizing. Yeah, I see what I have to do. Shapes. All right. Okay, and they said that's a negative. I'm finishing up. Though they're doing they're an accountant or bookkeeper, and this is their busy time of year. Actually, today's May 1st, and taxes were due yesterday. So this person is rather busy. I just asked them, no big thing, but I'm glad I was able to. Yeah, there's a whole lot of opportunities here. QR code, I love that. I love that. That is. Oh, I forgot to add it. Hold on. There it is. So there's a QR code. Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, I've got to just decide what link I'm going to put for the QR code, which I think is a cool feature. People can go to my. I gotta just edit what web. I've just got to see what did I set it up to go to. Yeah, the website. I got to upload the. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. I'm looking at a bunch of things right now. Okay. Digital clock. I love the digital clock feature. That's a nice little thing to have. That is a nice little thing to have. Love that. Love that. This is good. Oh, for those people who are in the Toronto area or are fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won tonight. Oh yeah, they've broke the jinx. They're going into the next round of the playoffs. Interesting, really competitive game going on in the NBA right now. The Pistons are ahead of the Knicks 112 to 108 with 2:23 left. Very tight. Very, very tight. This is good. Yeah, this is good. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh, someone is back on again. Hey, someone's in the comment who's watching live on YouTube. Put something in the comments. Would love to hear from you. Just say hello. Again, I'm continuing to do some testing on the streaming platform EVMux. Frequency event promotions. How you doing, sir? What is up? Would you like to come on and join me? That's your call. If you'd like to come in and join, or what do you want to chat about? I'm on for a few minutes. I'm just testing out a new streaming platform. I'm fooling around with it. How are things going on in your world, by the way? Or you can just, whether you want to come on camera, what's the name of this platform? I won't tell you. I'll tell you if you come on. I could send you a link and you can come on via your phone. So let's see if that works. You're looking, oh, what's the name of this platform? Oh. I've got you curious, sir. But thanks for jumping in for a few moments. But yeah, this is I've been playing around with this platform for a few months, and I once a week I just go on and just test out. It's now I can now use it on the main computer I do my live streaming from, which is great. And so you tell me if you can come on or not. We can just have a quick chat while you're on in the room. But yes, I've number of things to just to inform you. Frequency tomorrow morning, Wayne Harris is on the Morning Vibe, and he'll be talking about what impact this week's Canadian federal election will have on your wallets. I'm not hearing from you, sir. When is your next event, Mr. Frequency Event Promotions, by the way? So Frequency Event Promotions, you're watching, but I don't know what's up. Are you just watching? Communicate with me if you can via the chat. Tell me if you can come on or not. You're multi-purposing. Okay. You're multi-purposing. Gotcha. What's the next Frequency Event Promotions event? Curious minds want to know. I'll actually show you something interesting I'm going to do with this. See how that's changed? Hello. That has changed. You see that? A little bit of a change in the scene. Yeah. So playing around with this platform a little bit. You're multitasking. Understood. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to so waiting for your sponsorship to determine that one. Determine what one? The next event you're doing? Is that what you're waiting for? My sponsorship? It's it's been a long day, but I got a lot accomplished today. I am really okay. You say sure. Now you're beginning to behave like Fit and IQ Cam with these one word answers or one word comments. Sure to what? That's what I need to know. Sure to what? Okay, let me show you again. I'm gonna switch up the platform. So I'm gonna go to this now. Different look. And there you go. I'll change up a little bit. You see the time clock is running. And we got this. And we have that stuff there. So let me go back and see if you've put in any. Oh, let me show you some things that this platform offers. Let's do this for you. There you go. You got this. Let's see if this works here. Oh, okay. I just see you put in a comment. Nice interface. Yeah, the interface is nice. It's it's a little bit of a learning curve if you're used to another platform that I'm used to. So it's a little bit of a learning curve, but I put some time to invest and learn about it. Let me just actually one of the things I'm thinking about when I host, I'm gonna maybe do this and just yeah. They have like on a lot of the platforms, a lot of built-in music. They have music you can add your own. I'm planning to create some of my own background music while I'm on. But pretty cool. It's taking about time to learn it and do this. We also have this. There we go. And we got that's synonymous with Fitness IQ Cam. She does it with her own air horn on. Well, I think she has her own sound effects. I'm not sure. But this has it built in. So they have different music. So it's got this sort of stuff going on. Yeah, I've still got some work, some stuff to do to get this more. The plan is though I'd say we're in May. Yeah, definitely sometime in May, I'm going to start using this platform in conjunction with the platform I'm already using. But definitely sometime in May, I'll start hosting just shows of my own. And actually, I may ask the Morning Vibe family, would they be interested? Actually, I can do a poll on it. Yes, I could do a poll on it and see uh, when they be ready to. This is not StreamYard. No, it is not. It is not StreamYard. As I've been sharing over the last little while, I have been using StreamYard for long time. What happened though with StreamYard is it's well, little story for you if you want. I can give a little background for you. Frequency of Event Promotions. StreamYard was created by two young, non-melanated gentlemen out of Vancouver, and then probably it's about four years ago now, 4 or 5 years ago, and great platform, user friendly. They then got bought by a company called Hopin, which does live stream events online live stream events. Now they still kept the two gentlemen were Dan and Gage. They kept them on board. The StreamYard basically as a software was going great, fantastic. And then I don't know if Hopin wasn't happy. Then StreamYard was bought by a company called Bending Spoons. And Bending Spoons is based out of Europe. Okay, you've heard of, so there's your comment. I should put your comments up. There we go. Yes, you've heard of Hopin. Yes. My fault. I should have put your comments up. Yeah. And so Bending Spoons is based out of Europe. They also own, you're into your whole networking thing. You're familiar with meetup.com, correct? They bought probably 2 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, they bought meetup.com. And Bending Spoons has a history of when they buy companies or buy software, they start cutting back the amount of free software that free, what's the word? Not free software, free programs, or yeah, free. Yeah, I guess free a lot of the free. Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. You got your comment up here. Oh yes, Meetup from the start. Yeah. Well, Bending Spoons bought Meetup, and as I said, Bending Spoons has a history of when they're buying properties, they start cutting off a lot of the free aspects of those soft pieces of software. They ended up buying StreamYard. It's got to be a year and a half now. And what they did is when they bought StreamYard, they increased the monthly subscription because they had StreamYard has different plans, monthly plans and yearly plans. With the monthly plans, they increased their subscription, the monthly plan subscriptions by 80%. Yes, 80%. They increased their subscription, and people went ballistic on them. And a lot of people left the platform. And it's not a pretty thing because they were offering a good product, but the thing is, they increased the monthly subscription by 80%. They didn't offer any new software. Now, slowly but surely over the last few months, they're adding some new things. The challenge with that is that a lot of other live streaming software already have those things and are offering that live streaming capabilities for a lower price. All right, we have another person that's jumped in on YouTube. Hey, say hello. It's Dr. Vibe. We're doing a Hanging with Dr. Vibe as Dr. Vibe is learning to broadcast on another piece of software. We have Frequency Event Promotions in Toronto. Who else is with us? Please give a comment in the comment section. And see, Frequency, I somewhat knew how to put comments on, but I had forgotten. So this is giving me a good test of doing comments. As you see, this one of the aspects that StreamYard doesn't offer that this software offers, you can create, well, StreamYard now is you can offer scenes, but there are different aspects of scenes that StreamYard does not offer. One being here, you see real time, the date and the real time Eastern time where I'm broadcasting from. And another aspect that I can add, Mr. Frequency Event Promotions will like this. So let me go back. Oh, this one doesn't offer it. It doesn't offer it. Which one does? I've got to, oh boy, which one offers it? I've got to remember. No, did I? Okay, just bear with me, folks. Okay, so going to this one. So I'm going to change up the view here. So see Frequency Event Promotions in the bottom corner, QR code. That is a feature that StreamYard does not offer. So you can hit the QR code now. I'm probably going to have to adjust it a little bit. Because it's probably it needs to be a little bit smaller because it's clashing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put it right here. Yeah, I'll put it over there so it doesn't clash with the lower third. But there's a QR code. Actually, Frequency of Air Promotions, if you are still on, can you just test the QR code and see if it goes to my website? I'd be curious if it works out, if it goes to my website. That would be if you could do that, that would be fantastic. I know you're multitasking, or I like to say multi-purposing. I just like to see if you could, if it works when you do the QR code. Yeah, there's a lot of features that this platform offers, and I've slowly but surely getting to understand them. It's one of those things, though, I have to, how can I put it? Add new layer. Yeah, there's just a lot of different apps and widget. Actually, I could. Yeah, there's so many things I can add to this. I can add viewers count in real time, which really don't need to. Polls I'm already doing with another piece of software. Yeah, there's a lot of different things. If you have a Twitter account, you can discuss your tweets in real time. There's a ticker tape. There's a lot teleprompter. There's a lot of different apps that it offers. So just wanting to see if. Oh yes, okay. Yep, the QR was while watching the test pilot show. There we go. So okay, thank you so much for testing that. Now is that? I really have your curiosity on this. I just wanted to ask now, did it take me to my website, or did it take me to your take you to my website or to my YouTube channel? I'm pretty sure it should have taken you to my website. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to probably have it take people to my YouTube channel. You're curious about this platform? Website? Thanks. Yeah, good. And that works fantastic. Yeah, I've just got to spend some more time developing different scenes. My thought process is I'm going to start using this platform, just hosting solo shows, which, okay, since you're here right now, Mr. Frequency Promotions, do you think it would be of value to the audience I have that I host a solo show, I don't know, once a week, bi-weekly, or once a month, and I just come in and just chat about various things and people can interact with me real time? Or I provide my takes on different things, because most of the time with these shows I host, other people are doing the chatting. I could host something on my own, or people just I pick a hot topic and people can chat with me about it. What do you think? Value to that? And the nice thing too is that it would get me. Sure. Okay. Good to get your feedback. And someone else there's two people on. So Frequency of Air Promotions on. The other person who's on right now, hey, put in the comments section, say hello. Would love to shout you out. Just doing some testing. So Frequency of Air Promotions, weeknight show. Is there a good night during the week that would be great to do this? And how often? Once a week, bi-weekly, monthly? What are your thoughts? So I'm doing real interaction in real time for this. What do you think? This is the way I like to do things. Just do some stuff in real time. Get people's takes. Multi-purposing right now. Actually, I'm gotta book a meeting tomorrow, so I'm just trying to find out what would be the best time. Late night show once a week. What time? Because the thing is, late night for the people in the Eastern time zone, they're probably gone to bed. So how late is late? Like, you mean like 11 o'clock show? I'm actually going to tomorrow do my polling and just ask people, would they be up to watching me doing a show once a week, or would they like bi-week or once a month, and we just call it Hang with Dr. Vibe. And wow, 11 to 12. Good, interesting thought. The only concern I have with that frequency of air promotions, a lot of people gone to bed. It's great for people who are on the left coast because that's 8 o'clock at night for them, but they may be out and about. Why do you say late night, 11 to 12? And the other person who's watching, certainly chime in. I'm considering doing a solo show. Again, though, I wouldn't, I don't know if I'd pick topics or just people come in, chime in. The 11 o'clock to midnight, I'm a little leery of that, having audience that late at night, especially in the Eastern time zone. People gone to bed. They got to work the next day or whatever. I don't know about that. But it's an interesting thought. I appreciate your feedback. I just want to know, why do you say 11 to 12 at night? Johnny Carson did it. Well, first of all, Johnny Carson, I'm not Johnny Carson. In fact, first, I'm not melanated. Second of all, I don't know. I'm leery about doing stuff because my analytics tell me when it comes to YouTube, majority of the time that's a. So I'll just take my look at my latest YouTube analytics. Yeah, it's analytics wise. I could still go with it. It could. It says many of my viewers are like. I look my latest analytics from YouTube. They say many of my viewers are on YouTube. I'm hit and miss on that. Hit and miss, but it is a good thought. I don't know. I'm I don't know about that. Don't know about that. Don't know. But it's an interesting thought. A late night, cool. Okay, no, I appreciate your feedback. It's certainly worth a consideration and trying. What I'm Oh, wow, Dusty Bunny, what is going on? So every frequency of approaches, and after this, I do this live. I'm going to take it down. Gotta run. Have a good night. No problem, frequency. We'll see you tomorrow morning if you're available. I'm going to certainly ask the audience, do a poll over the next few shows. Would they be interested in watching a Dr. Vibe show solo, 11 to 12 midnight? Hey, for Dusty Bunny, what is up, Dusty Bunny? So Dusty Bunny was a wonderful intern that helped out the Dr. Vibe for a few months, and it's great to have here. So Dusty Bunny, what's going on in your world? Is school finished? That's so good to see you here, and thank you for sending your testimonial. Appreciate that, and don't take rand. How's your family doing? Please share the platform offline. You're really digging in on me on this platform. Well, do you like it, or you're just curious about it? I will say this platform, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it does, if you're comparing it to StreamYard, it's a different interface. It does offer a lot more initially. You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome for the testimonial. Great to hear that you're doing fine. Okay, you know what? Why don't I just put some comments up? I'm just sitting back here. Just I've got a so frequency of air promotion says hello. Dusty Bunny says hello. compared to StreamYard, the comments take a little bit of time to get up on the screen. Dusty Bunny says, "Hi, I am doing great. Semester's over and now catching up on personal projects. What personal projects are you working on?" Well, I guess you're seeing it more now. She goes, You're welcome for the testimonial." She goes, "Was editing 300 plus photos and cutting it down to my best shots." 300? Wow. How long have you finished yet? And how long, if you haven't, how long have you worked on it? And how long is it going to continue to take you? All right, Dusty Bunny. Actually, she produced for a number of episodes, Primetime Saturday with Aisha and Lala. She was also responsible for a lot of creating of a lot of overlays. She goes, "Ooh, I like the new format of the comments." Okay, so Dusty Bunny, what you're seeing now, how do you compare it to StreamYard? Now, what I can do is I can put up, now this I've got oriented now, can put up different scenes. So I can go to this with a click. Now there's some setting up I have to do ahead of time, but I can change things on the fly, the way it looks. But you like the format, so you do you like the format of the comments? Do you like it more than StreamYard? Do you like that which format do you prefer? It goes, it looks all right. So it looks so sleek and definitely fresher. Okay. Okay. I'm appreciating your input. Let's see if I can put up. Okay, see if I can. Oh, at least I've got this right there. Scene. Let me see this. Yeah, like here's another thing. I can change scenes on the fly. So here's another look. Dusty Bunny goes, "I'm loving the feedback. Thank you. Yeah, the bubbles were all right, but I do like how these comments have some transparency and aren't blocking you. Haha." Well, again, it all depends on how I set up the scenes. Now, when using StreamYard, StreamYard just introduced scenes, which means you can do custom scenes, like you can change them on the fly. And this platform has had them for a while. StreamYard just introduced them in the last month. I've learned how to do it here. What do you like the aspect of the clock and the date and time? What are your thoughts on that? Because I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I'm gonna create so many different scenes that I can just change. Okay. Dusty Bunny goes, "Custom scenes are super helpful, especially when you have different segments." Oh. Okay, so Dusty Bunny, do you have another year? Oh, do you have another year in school? The reason I'm asking is, are you does your program allow you to do another internship? I'd love to have you back. She goes, "I do, but it appears more like a counter than a clock. So I was wondering if you were counting down anything." Aha. I can make it smaller. Yes, I can make it smaller. You know what? I may be able to do that right now for you. You know what? If I make it smaller, I can't make it much smaller than it is right now, unfortunately. But let me come back to your comments, and I'm appreciating this because give me feedback, which is so important. And okay. She goes, "I have 2 more years." Yes. And then she says, "I can do more internship courses." Haha. Well, I'm already putting my request out, by the way. The request is already out. Wow, we have so much more we still need to do, and it's unfortunate that I didn't dig deep into this platform until after you left. Your feedback is amazing, though. Yeah, the counter I can't make any smaller than it is, or we'll cut off the PM. Okay. And she then goes, "Maybe I should have signed up for the spring summer." You know what? If you have more you can do, that's no problem. Nothing just happens, but would love to have you back on board. She goes, yeah, I watch a lot of streamers. IMFO. All right. So Dusty Bunny is here with somebody else. Somebody else is watching, and I would love to know who it is. I'm just curious, and just put your comments or just say hello. Dusty Bunny, so I have a question for you. I am going to, in order to learn this platform better, I am considering hosting a solo show. I don't know if I'm going to bring up the topic or people can just jump in and hang out. I'm going to call it Hanging with Dr. Vibe. Simple as that. Do you feel it's better to just tell people about it and they can come and chat about anything they want? Or should I come with a specific topic for them to chat about? What are your thoughts? I didn't know I'd be on this line. I thought I started at around 10 o'clock. I said, no one jumped in. And then not prime time, Frequency Event Promotions jumped in, had a conversation. I got some feedback from him. Dusty Bunny is here. Dusty Bunny is a former producer of Primetime Saturday with, okay, feedback. Oh, that's a neat concept. You should definitely start with a set topic first. You know what's interesting? And it's funny. I should have did a show about the whole Shannon Sharp controversy. Actually, too, you know what? I don't know. Is it too late to host a conversation about the whole Shannon Sharp thing? What do you think? Dusty Bunny, other people in the room. Actually, and this is why it's so good. Tomorrow morning, on the morning vibe, I like to call the appetizer before we get to the main conversation. I'm gonna ask people live, would they hang out with me once a week or once a month or whatever, solo show, and I pick a topic and people just chat about it. That is why I'm glad I have this new software called Stream Alive, and the free version is fantastic because it allows. I don't know, Dusty Bunny, did you see that in action while you were with me, the Stream Alive software? But you're saying definitely start with a set topic first. Yeah, one of the things I'm always curious in doing researching, and one of the suggestions after some research, I said host my own show once in a while, as if I don't host enough shows. Hello. Uh, but I would appreciate your feedback. But I'm so happy this is okay. You're saying the one where you got people's responses and it showed up on screen? Yes, that one. Yeah, that one. So what I need to do for the hangout, I've got to create a whole bunch of different dynamics, a whole bunch of scenes. Okay, yes, I was there. Cool. Good stuff. You see, I'm going to change up again. See, I can just change up on the fly here. Yeah, I can just change this up on the fly. You know, Dusty Bunny, I have a favor to ask. Well, no, you're probably not camera ready, but I just like, if you were up to it, you don't have to come on camera. I could send you the link for this, and like you could give me some feedback and we could chat. You don't have to turn your camera on. We could just come on and chat if you're up to it. That's up to you. You wouldn't have to turn your camera. I could send you a link, and you have to turn your camera on. We could just chat for a bit. You can definitely come on. Okay. Hold on here. Okay, let me get a link. Okay, let's see if. Okay, doctor. Just give me a second. No, I appreciate you taking the time. All right, we've got this. Oh, where is my Google Drive folder? Let's see if it's this. Yes. Come and see. Oh boy, where did I? Okay, good. There. Okay. This is Devika. I mean, Dusty Bunny. I would say Dusty Bunny. I shouldn't give your real name. Sorry. Oh, why am I blanking? Why am I blanking? Oh my gosh. Wow, I'm blanking. Wow, I am blanking. Hold on a second. OMG. Give me a second here because I am blanking on something here and that's not good. Discard. Bunny. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm can I be totally honest? I'm hope okay, I'm gonna check. I'm hoping. Okay, hold on a second. Just give me a second here. Uh um okay, just give me a second. I would tell you what I'm doing, but I don't want to embarrass myself too much. Lisa. Okay, I believe that is you. Okay, hold on. Okay, got it. All right, good. Good. I thought I had lost my alleged mind for a second. Email, link copied. Okay. Okay, I'll have this linked to you in a minute. Let me go here. Copy. I'm so happy that you're available and you've been providing me some good feedback and that you're going to do another intern. I'm speaking, you want to do another um, internship with me. Okay. Email is sent. Okay, done. Okay, let me hide that comment and let's see if you are gonna come on. Let me put this back on. Banners hanging up. Now this is going to be interesting because I'm going to see if I can. Yeah, I will be able to do it. Size. All right. Yes. Ah, look who's here. Okay, let me. I'm gonna actually. I'm gonna change the scene. No, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not gonna change the scene. I'm going to keep it where it was. Check out those blonde locks on her. My God, Lord of mercy. Okay, so jeez, this is gonna be a little bit funky. I gotta adjust this on the fly. Okay, you're here. I'm here. You're here. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so if all things are going right, bam.
Hello.
Hello.
What's going on?
Well, not much. Just kind of turning in for the night, just enjoying whatever is going on.
There you go. Is it me or you've been got more blonder, more blonde?
I did my hair like 2 days ago. I got a
So did
cut
I. I
and
did mine this morning.
wow, looks very good.
Thank you. Shine, I don't want to have a bad
hmm
hair day. So what's been going on? What's been going on since the last few weeks?
I've mostly just been working at my job and then trying to catch up on whatever things I promised to do during my school semester. But it's okay. I
Man-
got everything.
Manage your time and your energy, young lady.
hmm
It is going to catch up to you if you
Oh
don't
yeah.
do it. It's going to catch up to you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Don't let it get the best of you. What do you think of this platform?
Well, it looks really nice. It's very different. There's a lot of well, to me, it's a little bit of different layout, but it's also just like more simplified. Like a lot of pop up menus, so you can really focus on what you want. I can see that here.
Well, you know what? This would have been, and I'm speaking that you will come back for an internship. The learning curve for me was challenging, but it, this platform is made more for producers than live streamers. There's a lot of different aspects production wise. The back end is like, I'm actually going to see if I can do it in real time because they have a lot of apps and widgets. They have things like you could add a chat box, movie credits, RSS feed. You can do a live viewers count. You can do scrolling text. They have a giveaway app, polls app, audio visual app. So, okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this in real time. Uh, see if I can do the QR code thing. Okay, I just clicked on it. Okay, why? Okay, add to scene. So in real time, I can add a QR code. So let me see if I can do it while you're chatting here. But you would have a ball with this because there's so much to fool around. For me, the learning curve was crazy, but when I got it, it was great. So okay. So if let's just see if I can do it. Okay, yeah, there it is. Yeah. So if I want, I could put it right here. There. Now, if you want, if someone scans it, that goes right to my website. Yeah, go ahead and test. I want you to test it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely scannable. Like, oh.
Yep, there you go. Yeah. So there's so many things that can be added onto this. The thing is, you got to create things for each scene, which is okay. Like, and again, it allows me to present different looks. Like, I can go back now. I can take you off if I want to, and I could just add you to the scene. So there we go. We go here, and can do this, this. Yeah, there's a lot to play around with the platform. I have that. Oh, sorry. When I'm switching these things, they're going like you have this, you have this.
Oh, cool. It's like a Zoom meeting.
There's that. Yeah, I can go back to this. Then again, I can go back to what we were at previously with the QR code. Now I've been able now to understand the scene, so I can create specific scenes and I can click onto them anytime I want. Now just got to make sure that it's good to probably preset them, but I can just change them on the fly if I want. I can add, like how I just added you on and size it up. Originally, this scene was just for me, one cam, but you came on, so I can just size it up in real time. Bang, 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 good to go.
Yeah, that is really useful. It's kind of closer to OBS now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, there's another win too for me. On my main computer for the longest period of time, I could not. I installed OBS, but the camera focus was just, it was like my face was right in front of the camera, and I
Mm.
couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. So was it this past Sunday, for Black Canada Talking, my co-host Cesar was a little delayed. I said, you know what? Let me just put and just do a search on how can I adjust this, and within 10 minutes, solved.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So when I least expected to resolve it, bang. So now it now just allows me now to really go to town with this new platform. And the thing is, with the scenes, I don't have to use this computer to set it up. I can just set all the scenes up on another computer. The only thing I have to figure out is it doesn't, unlike StreamYard, when and I got to see how they can do it, but you can preset the intro. So once it goes live, it kicks in. This one doesn't do
Oh,
that. I don't it's not clear on how you can do it, but for the show I'm thinking about starting off with, I don't care if I have an intro or not. I do and I don't. I'm more concerned just getting oriented with the workflow, and what else? Just once I figured out the scenes, I said, okay, now we're in. Now that's a major hurdle overcome, and I just got to figure out how to start start the program with a video, preset video, if they
I
offer that, if they
I
offer it.
I did find a YouTube video that says select scene to be shown automatically before going live, which might help.
Uh, yes, scene is good, but like how we did for prime time, where we had that video intro, and you could
Mhm.
just load it up, and once you clicked live, once it's a stream connected, it played the intro video.
Yeah.
Now the challenge with this platform, interesting enough, uh, it's been around for a while. They haven't updated their FAQ. Their their how-to videos in 2 years, which sort of bothered me at the beginning. I said, you know what? And the funny thing is, with people leaving StreamYard, they went to this platform and going, man, you got all these people coming to your platform, and you don't have up-to-date how-to videos. Not good. But about 2 months ago, I was on YouTube and I just I looked up this platform and said how to's, and someone had just put out a video about it, and started to give me clarity on it. So, okay, let me take
Mhm.
another crack at this. Actually, another thing too that this has, okay, I'm going to hide the QR code, even though there's no one on, but if I wanted to, oh, what did I just do? Hold on. Oh. Okay, there's a viewers count
Oh, oh, that's sweet. For every platform. Awesome.
for a number of platforms. They have a viewers count, so it has that too.
I like how nice and orderly they are. Oops.
Well, the nice thing is you can adjust what's things on the template, which is nice. But yeah, there's a viewers count thing, that you can show live if you want. Again, StreamYard doesn't have that. Only the administrator and the host of the show can see the viewers count.
Yeah.
But you like this?
Oh yeah, very much. There's a lot more options for customization, which is
Yeah,
really great when you want to like have a personalized look to your streams.
yeah. There's a lot more flexibility on how you can make it look, not only the scenes but just a lot. Again, this platform is made more for production producers more than broadcasters. So they've really taken a look. Oh, more people are on. Hey, just hello, family. Dr. Vibe here, hanging out with Dusty Bunny. Dr. Vibe is just doing fooling around with a new platform. So if you are comfortable, put something in the comment section and just say hello. We're just chatting. Any sort of comments other than Dusty Bunny, and I don't know if Frequency of Air Promotions is still on. I've got a question for the audience. Would you like Dr. Vibe to do a hang out with Dr. Vibe where I would just come on and we could discuss about anything you want, or would you want me to talk about a specific topic? There's a very good associate of mine who's saying, "You host, but we don't hear anything about what you think." And I'm saying, well, I don't really want to make it about me. I'd like to make it about other people. It's not about me. But this one or two people are pushing, saying, Dr. Vibe, you should come on and do some commentary and things like that. So I'm, eh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm tossing and turning mentally a little bit about that if I want to come on myself, because I don't want to be the focus of attention. But on the other end, people say I have a lot to offer.
You really do. I mean, you already are hosting streams with other people. Just having one with yourselves is not really taking much away. If anything, it's adding to it.
There you go. The Dusty Bunny court has risen. They've had their say. So 4 people are on here. Thank you so much. Like in the Eastern time zone, it's like 7 minutes after. Well, you can see on the screen what time it is. You could be anywhere else. You could be sleeping. You could be doing something else. Oh, so Dusty Bunny, did you vote at all?
I did.
What do you think about the results?
Well, it's not really surprising. I didn't think it was that surprising of what happened, considering how much backlash I feel like PR was getting, especially with people having a gas relief when Carney was stepping up already. He had a lot of good favor.
Okay, interesting. Uh, I thought I don't know. I thought it was up in the air who was going to win. I as someone people, maybe I should come on and give my take about the election. Is it too late to do that?
No, not really.
You could, you know what? Well, it all depends. I may go on tomorrow night because, well, usually on Friday evenings I like to watch Dateline Family. I'm a true crime guy. I like to watch Dateline. That's from 9 to 11. So would people be awaking up to hear me talk about politics at at 11 o'clock Eastern time at night? I don't know about that. Uh, I found as someone I was chatting with someone today. They asked my takes. I think each 2 people left. So once I said politics, they jumped off. Uh, so for the Liberal Party, they have to feel very good because 3 or 4 months ago, they were
Oof,
decimated
it
in the
was
polls.
horrible. Oh.
25%. Though I really think they're a little bit disappointed because they didn't get a majority. That
It's
yeah, and actually they lost a seat today in a final count. Oh, but that's another thing. Now they have to see that. Now the funny thing is, I guess I'll come to the end. The Conservatives highest popular vote total in years in this country.
yeah, it's
Also, too, if you look at it, myself and Dusty Bunny, we live in the southern greater Toronto area. Outside of Greater Toronto, Liberals didn't win any seats.
yeah, oh my god, like
They
my county Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So the liberals have to say they did better than they expected in the Atlantic Canada, but very much so in Quebec. They took a lot of seats on the Bloc Québécois in Quebec. If they didn't do that, they would be in trouble. In
Hmm.
Ontario, Toronto voted liberal. Everything outside of Toronto, highly progressive, conservative. And the PCs took a lot of seats from the NDP. And myself and this person, they were going, how did the people who were voting for the NDP go to the PC
Yeah,
instead of
no,
the
that's
liberal?
crazy. That's like a really harsh transition. But
Mm.
I feel like for those people, um, a lot of like voter powers do, I think, come from like those who are on the fence. So there's a lot of sway, I think, which is kind
Uh
of heartbreaking.
well, I don't think it's heartbreaking. And see, this is probably why people want me to host a show. That uh, a few things. If you are okay in this election, you can say, look, if I vote for the NDP, it's not going to really count a lot. Especially young people will probably who used to vote NDP will probably say, look, liberals have been in power for a long time. They're not doing anything for me. Let me give the PCs a try.
Yeah, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
That happened. Also, too, a number, especially in the area of Brampton, they really went to town. Actually, the former cabinet minister Kamal Kara, she lost her seat. She lost her seat. Then and then when you get everything, the majority of seats west of the Manitoba Ontario border, PC. So this country is very divided. East Ontario East is majority liberal. Ontario West majority PC. And the crazier thing then is that the Premier of Ontario, Doug Ford, is a supporter of Mark Carney. And Mark Carney is a liberal. So two different parties. And then the night of the election, I think one of the craziest things that happened, there's a gentleman named Jamil Javani, who is a representative of the Progressive Conservative Party in Bowmanville, Oshawa, and is also a good friend with J.D. Vance, who's the vice president of America. And when he got interviewed, hey, three people watching, we're just hanging out here. Hey, put a comment and I'd love to hail you up. And also just testing this platform for Dr. Vibes, maybe piloting a show in the near future called Hanging with Dr. Vibe, where we just come in and hang out. Getting back, so Jamil Javani is a good friend. Actually, went to school with JD Vance, who's the vice president. Now there's four people on, so we got people back. Hey, people, comment, or what would you like to hang out? Just say hello, or what would you like to hang out and chat about? Uh, and he live TV the night election. He tore a strip off of Doug Ford. He blamed Doug Ford for the PCs losing the election. He said, this guy he hasn't done anything. He went in and he used to work for Doug Ford. But there was some friction between the Doug Ford camp and the Pierre Poilievre camp.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's so. I keep on saying so too much. The progressive conservatives have a few things they have to deal with. One, their leader didn't win his riding. And he's had the riding for almost 20 years. Not a good look. Two, there's obviously a rift between Doug Ford and there's the Premier of Alberta, Danielle Smith. Danielle Smith is very much she actually went and visited the President of the United States and is a fan of his. But there's definitely a division between the West and the East. Question is, and also two, the PCs, there is no way they can get a majority unless they get the support of the Bloc Québécois and the NDP. Whereas the Liberals, for them to government, they only need either or the Bloc Québécois or the NDP. Yes, it's complicated. And then the NDP, well, their leader didn't win his seat. He is announced his resignation. They're going to be they need probably needs a year, at least a year to year and a half to 2 years to build their party up again. and we'll see if they can do that. But right now, the NDP has the balance of power when it comes to with the liberals, and if they don't agree with what the liberals are doing, I don't think they're ready for an election right now. They don't even have a leader, so they got decimated. So they gotta look at that. So there's my analysis of the Canadian election, high level. Could get more into the weeds, but that was. But and the only thing I wish, one of the things I do wish is how I don't see a lot of exit polling, and I'm very curious how individuals in your age group voted. I'm very, very curious to find out how they voted or what's going on in their mind.
Well, for okay, so I have one really good friend who runs a YouTube channel here, and they're very into politics, and actually, they're studying politics and governance in the same school as me. Um, Definitely very hard NDP, but outside of that, like circle of like people they know and I know, the few classmates I've talked to, they're very much like as you mentioned earlier, they like the ideas of the NDP, but they don't see their vote working.
Work, yeah.
So they lean towards like liberal, and in some cases, there is actually a couple of conservatives like leaning people, which I kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like raise my eyebrow as like I'm wondering if like do they do the same amount of like research into the promises and like history of the campaigns they're actually looking at as
Uh,
much as like I think they should? And I can be asking myself that same question and like who I voted for and like who I'm looking at in my own writings, right?
yep.
There was still a lot of history in the Canadian politics, even within the last 5 years. That just like a lot has gone on. I would love to say that my generation, at least the people that I know, are more like progressive leaning, but there is a heavy side that is not. It's
Well,
really,
I can understand their frustration.
yeah, I mean, there is a lot of frustration going on in these circles, and especially with social media, a lot of I see a lot of posts and a lot of like videos where it almost seems like they're circling back and regressing into this like mindset where it's just like anything more radical is immediately pushed away because if it doesn't work the first time, you can't keep working at it. And that's where we fall apart, that we can't join as a community and let each other be wrong and bounce off of each other. You have to be right the first time or you're wrong all the way.
Another question to ask you: is there? Do you see or experience anything of a gender gap within your age group?
In relation to what?
It appears, and again, I wish there was more data on this, but I get the sense that in your age group, ladies are more leaning towards the liberals, whereas guys are more conservative.
Oh yes, I actually do see that a lot. Actually, in one of the classes I took, it was queer history. It was mostly like female presenting people in that class. Like almost 90% of the students who were taking those classes. And most of the people who were speaking out in our theory classes and lectures were mostly like female presenting people speaking out about like a little bit more challenging topics and challenging other classmates, which I found very interesting.
Yeah, there. And this is another conversation topic that I've been doing some research on and wanting to chat about. Uh, there is a young men's crisis surfacing in not only Canadian society, definitely in American society, but in Canadian society, big time. It's becoming a huge concern. It is becoming a really huge concern, and gotta know how to chat about it some way somehow. Actually, I'm gonna just see if I can look up what's his name. I've been actually watching a number of his things. A Professor Scott Galloway. He did a post yesterday, and I want to get your response to it. Let me see if I can find it. I hope I hope it's still up. Maybe it isn't. Maybe. Work-life balance. The war on young people who's joining the conference. Oh, he had a. Oh, here we go. So yeah, this is from yesterday. Boys are falling behind in. You know what? Actually, why don't I? So I can test this out in real time. Do a screen share. I haven't done a screen share on this platform, so this gives me opportunity to do it if I can find. Oh, here we go. And how does it support sharing? Mac does not support sharing system sound. Well, I don't care about shifting. I just want to put it up. Okay, here we go. Oh, well, that's not going to work. That's going to cover the whole screen. Okay, how do we get this? Yeah, this is screen sharing on this is going to be very, well, maybe you'll be able to see it at the top. I don't know how big this is going to be, but this is a good test. All right. Can you see that at all? Or is it too small?
It's very small.
Okay, so that's okay. So what I'd have to do then is probably do okay, I should probably just go full screen on this. Yeah, I'll go full screen and maybe that will be better. Okay. Can you see that better?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, boys are falling behind in school, in work, in love. Nobody wants to talk about it. The data 1 in 3 men under 30 has never had a girlfriend. Suicide is the number one cause of death for young men in over 50 countries. Boys from fatherless homes are 300% more likely to carry weapons or drugs. What's causing this? Fewer male teachers, mentors, role models. More boys raised in single mother homes. No national program to support male development. A digital world that rewards passivity, not growth. The new masculinity. Masculinity isn't toxic, it's missing. Being a man means providing, protecting, procreating, showing up. The takeaway, we don't need less masculinity. We need better masculinity rooted in responsibility, character, and strength. Let's build it. What are your thoughts?
Um, I would my give me 1 second.
No problem. Okay,
Okay,
now,
hello.
okay, I've got to just find out how to get us back on. Oh, I know how to. Okay, I got to do this. Okay, there. Right, there we go.
Okay, I have the post. I pulled it up right here. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see. I mean, this data. Well, there is no citations, but like I can probably trust that he's
Oh,
pulling it from somewhere
yeah,
credible.
he's solid. He's solid with his
Yeah.
data. So this is American based data.
Oh, American-based data, right? Okay, so I can definitely attest to fewer male teachers, mentors, and role models. When I was in middle school and high school, there was definitely a gender gap in the teachers that were there. And also like my own experience of like the guys that I interact with and like my peers in school. I mean, it can be even shown down to like the quality of handwriting and the quality of writing when we're peer editing essays and peer editing like assignments and projects. I can definitely see um I don't want to say it's bad quality, but it's almost like they're they were expected not to perform so much when they were growing up in like these formative years. So when we're here now together in like a common class, there's almost just like there is this gap in like the assignments and the things. And when you're paired up working with a group, a lot of times you find one person or another picking up the slack. Uh, in a digital world that rewards passivity and not growth, I can definitely see that. Just taking the content that like my brother consumes and the type of content that maybe his cousin sister consumes is very different as well. The rewards passivity. Talking about like TikToks that are edited purely for entertainment, like just rehashing memes by reading it out with like a different video from someone else's YouTube video. It's not even credited, reusing songs with like different remixes that are sometimes credited, sometimes not. And then culmination of not ignorance, but there's definitely, especially with other women, you don't want to engage with the aggression that a lot of guys have. So you do opt to ignore it or to let it slide more. And that could, well, it's not the intention, almost reward that behavior again and again.
Mm. 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 Yeah, you see, as we're having this conversation, I'm saying there's topics I can chat about. Oh boy.
In his takeaway, where it says we need better masculinity, rooted in responsibility, character, and strength, um, one example I can really pull from is again with my brother. He joined a football team, and with that, he has male mentors, he has male peers, and they each have a responsibility and onus to show up to every practice because otherwise they don't get to be on the field and they can't compete with their peers. So they are being given a responsibility that once they start building that up, they really find friendship and they find character and responsibility. I think that's team sports are really great for that. I mean, it's a high impact sport, but it's also he's growing. He's developing these connections with people, learning how to um, be friends, talk to people who are in power above him. How do you respectfully say something to your coach while you're angry? All of these. How do you go and, tackle one of your friends down in the field and help him get up after, right? That is something that a lot of people could do.
Mm. Mm. Yes, happy. Wow. It's a lot of oh boy, these topics, and I know there's someone saying, when you gonna do one? When you gonna do it?
I mean, one thing you can definitely talk about is the quality conversation that goes on between male groups versus like female groups or like male
Ah!
dominated versus female dominated groups where there's like maybe an unwillingness to be close to your male peers because you're each of you want to have like a respected like face, but you I don't know. It's so weird to like see this. Like, me and my friends were all joking around and maybe we have these like deep conversations. And so I asked my brothers, like, so what do you talk about with your friends? Like, do you ever talk about like what's happening after you graduate? Are you guys gonna talk about like remaining friends? And shrugging, just like, yeah, we'll see when we get there.
It's a really good point you bring up there because I think a lot of people, how many people do you keep in contact with post high school?
It drops dramatically. For me, I went from having like a friend group of like maybe five-ish people, three close like friends, to completely dropping everyone I knew in high school and keep in contact with 3 people.
Well, the thing it's interesting that it's a short story, and it's, well, most of the people, well, there's only one other person here, so they probably have not heard this story before. During the pandemic, I got a phone call from a guy who I used to go to high school with. We used to play on the same football team and etc. And he said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Fine." He says, "Oh, bunch of us are getting together." I go, "It's COVID." And I hadn't spoken to this guy in years. It's COVID. Like, what are you talking about? He says, "No, a bunch of us are getting together." I said, "Okay, like, where are you gonna get together?" "Oh, no, we're gonna get together Sunday." I said, "Oh, so where are you gonna meet?" "Oh, we're gonna meet at the whole high school." "Okay." Now the guy who called me, he lives in the Niagara region. He was coming up for this. He called me, and so I go, "Okay, let me go, be respectful, hang out for an hour, then go leave." Okay. So I go to this thing. There were people I haven't seen since high school, guys, since high school. We're talking 20, 25 years. Haven't seen them. None of them. We, and any people that say guys don't talk, we chatted in a circle, just hanging out, stood up, not even sit down for 3 hours.
I love that. That's amazing.
I went, OMG. One guy in his back, he opened up the back of his pickup truck. He had food.
Oh, awesome.
This is crazy. And I'm going, wow. And then about a month after that, I get a call from another guy who I used to play football with, who used to live, and he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I go, "Who's this?" He goes, "Oh, it's so." I go, "What?" I go, "What?" I go, "Where are you?" He says, "I'm sitting in the middle of our high school football field on a lawn chair. When you coming over?"
I love that. Oh
So
my
we
god.
hung out, chatted. It was crazy. And then so once COVID broke, the gentleman, basically the guy who's sort of like the guy who keeps in contact with a lot of people, said, "Hey, why don't we're doing a golf tournament?" I go, "I don't play golf." He says, "John, just come out and just hang out." Now I don't know if I came the first year they had it, but I think I don't know if they had whether I don't know if it was the first year or second year. Came out for the first time. I just came out for the social. I didn't want to golf. I had a great time. I like, and and then I said, okay, so I can't, let's one do the next one. So we did it last year. I golfed with a foursome of guys who I used to play, who were in the same grade as myself. We had in fact, is this, no, actually, I've been there 3 years. The first year I didn't golf. The last 2 years in a row I did golf. Same foursome, great guys. The craziest thing is, one of the reasons I do go is, yes, to catch up and just say hi to guys, but the real crazy, my high school gym teacher is still alive. And he is an incredibly good golfer. Like, I am not good. I wouldn't golf with him because he would shame me.
Leave you in the dust.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
awesome.
But
I really admire that first step to like reach out to all
yeah,
of these
it's
people that you haven't talked to in years.
and the guy who's basically the main organizer, he keeps in touch. He sent me a message for Easter. Hey, hope you have a good Easter. And I say, hey, when the guys getting together, says I'll keep you up to date. Was last summer. Not only we did the golf tournament, but a few months before that, there was a hamburger place we always used to go to, which still is in existence. We got together and about 7 of us had lunch at this hamburger place.
Oh, 7. Awesome. Oh my god.
It was, and it's funny. The main guy who keeps in touch. Him and another gentleman have been close friends since and continue since high school. They've been best friends for like 20 plus, like not only high school, but, and the wonderful thing is, this main guy, non-melanated, this other guy, Black Joan, they have been the closest of friends since high school. And the gentleman who's black, unfortunately, a number of years ago, lost his wife and has been and raised the kids on his own. But their friendship, like they go to football games together in Buffalo,
Awesome.
like just incredible testimony of friendship. It's just what, and I will say this, you won't think about it, but one day you will. You will have the experience as you get older that the time you're going to meet people you went to high school with is unfortunately at funerals. And that was what's happening over the last years. I said, no, I gotta reacquaint with some of these guys, and just even if it's once a year, it's good. It's good. So I'm really like I that's like one of the things I look forward to every year, just hanging out with a few hours of those guys and just chatting. Uh just really great experience.
Yeah, I guess that really goes to show that like taking that first step is, I think, so
Oh yeah.
important.
It all starts with the first step.
Yeah.
It all starts with the first step. It all starts with the first step. So, yep. Oh, wow. That's a crazy message. Oh, whatever. Is it worth going to events as a content creator since I've 10, 20 events? I don't know. Okay. Oh, Suno. Yep. All right. Well, I'm not going to be on for too much longer. Did you put yourself on mute? Got it.
I'm just typing, so I didn't want the feedback on my mic.
Okay, it's okay. It's yeah. Once I end this, I'm gonna delete it from YouTube. I just hung out to, but I'm. This is good. This is yeah. I like I said, I'm gonna use it for my hand with Doctor Vibe, and just as I get more of an understanding, just use it. If I could just understand how to queue up an intro video, I saw something and go, it's not user friendly, but again, I was 3 or 4 months ago. I had wanted nothing to do with this platform. I was thinking about canceling my monthly subscription, but I'm saying no. I'm gonna keep it going and grow and learn.
Exactly. Definitely. It's always a good skill to learn more
Oh yeah,
programs.
the more you know, the more you need to know.
Exactly.
That's my Oh my. Biocastle. How is health in the family? Everything good? As I yawn.
Yeah, no, everything's pretty okay now. Yeah, we're now it's just allergies, but like that winter sickness has finally exited the household.
100% of Bay Radio, Afrobeat music, Gregory Hunt, The Safe Room, whatever. Soca Sundays. Matthew Green got beat. Oh, I don't see. Michael Couture one. Afro Caribbean Online Radio. Keep Six Brampton, Miss Natasha connects. Interesting. uh, uh, New followers. You're not getting many. All right. YouTube is where it's at, family. It ain't. Okay. Well, Dusty Bunny, I think I am going to call it an evening. This has been very positive. You've made it a very positive, productive experience on this platform because it allowed me to get some feedback to play. And definitely, you have inched me closer to doing my own live show. So I'm gonna definitely look at doing it on this platform. I just got to get some more feedback, whether it's I bring a topic or I just do. People can just come in and we can just hang out. I know you're. Look, go ahead.
I'm in favor of you bringing a topic because if you want to get that stream started and get the ball rolling, people are more likely to jump in when there's already kind of something going on. And with the nature of your like live stream persona, you are very like you love having that feedback and people giving their opinions. So I think it'd be really easy for you to kind of get that conversation moving in different directions. You just got to have a starting point.
This is why we have to have you back. Uh, let me. Wow, I got to make sure I download this. If I was starting a YouTube channel in 2025, I would do this. Okay, I got to make sure I look at that. Uh, when do you feel is the best time to broadcast that show?
This one?
Yep.
That's a great question. Trying to think.
For with your schedule, when would be a good time for you to watch a live stream show with me?
Definitely now. Like from 9 till like 11 cuz that's when usually everything's done and I'm home, you know.
That's
Uh
what I'm thinking.
yeah.
Frequency of Air Promotions was thinking like 11, late night from 11 to 12. I see why, he said, oh well, I go, but the thing is, especially in the Eastern, a lot of people are gone to bed.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's definitely a different crowd that is working this late and those who need to actually sleep, to get up early. Um, it's like 8 p.m. is not really the cutoff anymore for a lot of people's work days. It's much later, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
The other only other thing I'm thinking is like just right in the midday where you could catch a potential beginning of a lunch and an end of a lunch, but then you're already doing other things, right?
No, I'm more an evening prone guy.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking of maybe, and do I want to do it weekly or monthly? I'm thinking like a Thursday evening at 9 p.m.
Why not? It's also with these live streams things is that you carve out your own time and eventually people will make time to watch. It's
If
just
it's of value.
if it's of value, right?
Okay, it marries up because I want to get more used to this platform, and why not bring something that's new along with this platform. That would be something to think about. Well, that's why I'm going to use that software to get people's feedback. Start doing that. Well, you know what? And I don't think we have a guest on Monday. So maybe Monday is the time to do that and get the interaction. Yeah. Do that on the, yeah, I want to, and use the interaction and get that. By the way, that software is really good, especially for the free aspect. Actually, you know what? I've got to get, sessions. I, no, past session. I'm just going to show you something really interesting. Do you have a second? Let me just give me a second. Monday. View reports. Okay, I'll take a look and see if. Do you have a second? Okay, let me just show
Yep.
you. One of the nice things, it gives you reports after. So I'm gonna just show. Um. Uh, does it? Does it show? Oh, chart. I don't. Okay, fantastic. Okay, Wayne Harris. Quick questions. Overview. Shareable images. Okay. Okay, here we go. Uh let's see. Oh, okay. So here's, can I, is this gonna show on a screen or not? Let me just see if it's gonna show on a screen. Okay. Okay, all right, good. One of the things it shows, let me share screen. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to enlarge the screen, add to scene. I've got to put this on the whole scene. Okay. So one of the things it shows, that shows you the rate of engagement throughout the whole conversation. You're on mute, by the way.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that is really cool though. That's great.
Yeah, and yeah, it's a lot of interesting. Okay, so we want to turn off this. There, there. Yeah, it gives a lot of reports, and even for the free version, it allows you a maximum of 10. Um, oh, it actually has a text. Did it turn on for this? Wow. It also provides a text track. It also provides, let me just see what this thing is here. I gotta, yeah, it was, let me just see. It gives you a list of questions that were asked as a recap. Yeah, it's good. It's I gotta download these things, and you can download your results, like all the any of the polls, and like for this here. So here's another thing you can get from it. Let me just do this, and all right, share screen. This is actually good for me because I'm learning how to use this platform when I have to share a screen. So I do this. Okay, come here. I do this. I enlarge the screen to this. So that's the overall general report from from Monday's conversation. There was 150 total comments, 21 active participants, 2 comments per minute. Peak engagement rate where there was 24 comments in a minute, 13 interactions. Interaction responses, 131 interactive responses.
Yeah, it's really useful.
Here's another thing it provides: text tracks. So these are words that were used. Now, if so, the more a word is used, the more larger the word will appear in the text track results.
Yeah, I can see. So for especially when you're doing all of these like topics and things like that.
Yes, that would come in
Mhm.
very useful. Solo show. Hi. Okay. On your way to bed eventually? Yes, I'm yawning, and that's not usually like me to yawn at night. I usually am in bed before I start yawning. But we are going to, as Dr. Tachi say, exit stage left. Thank you, Dusty Bunny, for taking time to hang out. Anyone else? Well, no one else is on except you. If you didn't catch us live, you're not going to catch a replay for long. It's only going to be up until tomorrow morning. And that's it, because I'm only doing these test things and they're shutting down. So as always, keep in touch. By the way, Dusty and us. Yeah, and how's Mom doing?
She's doing very well. Actually, one of her last exams are during this weekend, and if she passes, well, that's amazing.
Well, we're speaking. She's going to get it done. Keep in touch. And what are you doing for your summer?
I am working, making money, and attending concerts.
Who do you want to see in concert?
Well, I'm going to see Fish in a Birdcage and Schaefer James. I'm going to see Grace Vanderwall. Hopefully, whatever else
I
pops up.
have no idea who they are.
That's okay.
Good.
All I know is that their tickets are cheap, so I'm
Go
going.
for it. Make it happen, man. Make it happen if you can get it. Get it on a good dime. Rock
Mhm.
with it.
Yeah. Oh my god, the Toronto Symphony Orchestra, they're always doing cool things too. They're doing a whole Naruto soundtrack with the orchestra. I have to get tickets with me and my brother and my best friend.
Actually,
We
you
are
know what?
going.
Actually, that reminds me. I've got to follow up with. I had a chance to meet the gentleman who's the president of the Toronto Symphony Orchestra.
Oh my god.
He's a black gentleman. He used to run the Cleveland. I met him a few months ago, and I've never heard back from him. Yeah, I met him. We had a really good conversation. Yeah, he says, I want to get more engagement with black individuals coming to, thank you. See? Yeah, I got to get in touch with him.
Oh, you should definitely do. I mean, with the amount of like shows that they have, especially in Toronto, I just feel like a lot of people are missing out on
Yes.
like the amazing experience of going to see a live orchestra. Okay, it's so
I
exciting. I love
haven't,
music.
I haven't seen one in a
You
long.
should go. There's so many good shows.
All right. And when's the next internship?
I mean, I already picked my classes for the next year, but when course adjustment comes, I'll see if I can fit something.
Yeah, because I want you to come in and take over this platform,
Okay.
because I know there'll be stuff I don't know about. Well, I'm just so happy that this is. Do this. Go there. There we go. Change things up on a fly. This is good. Now I'm really beginning to understand the use and purpose of scenes. Like you in your comments, you can change things on a dime. How the way the thing looks. That is a good thing. But I'm really liking this scene. Yeah, I like this one with the clock, and then adding the QR code. That is beautiful. All right, Dusty Bunny. Don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Remember to give yourself grace. I will tell Aisha and Lala that you say hello. They are oh, last Saturday. OMG. Let me just say two words. Shannon Sharp. No, four words. Shannon Sharp. No, four words. Shannon Sharp. Four words. Shannon Sharp and 47. That was enough.
Oh my goodness.
And how much, and I'm glad I'm getting some students to do some. I had so much editing to do because Lala was at next level with her cussing out. And OMG. Wow.
Oh, crazy show.
Have a great night. Good to see ya.
Thank you. Good to see you as well. Thank you for inviting me on. Have a
My
great night.
pleasure. Stay in touch, and I'll keep you updated on the progress of this show. I'm actually thinking about maybe doing one next Thursday, but
Okay.
I'd have to. You know what? I'd want to though promote it at least for 2 or 3 morning vibe shows before that, and then actually I've got one. I got to. You know what? I'd actually, if I want to do proper promotion, I'd want to do a promo video for it too. But you know what? I just may just start and build it a little as they come. Yeah, don't wait for it to just go. They just start up and promote it via the shows I do right now, and then jump on because I know various people would jump in and want to join in just to chat anyways. I'm out. Too much thinking. Go to bed.